Eli here, back for another Tales from the Dollar Bin video. I got some news for you. I'm actually going to, I know this isn't exactly one of my more popular series, but I have kind of a elaboration that I'm working on. Kind of like a mutant offshoot of the Tales from the Dollar Bin, or Bargain Bin, whatever you want to call it, series. It's going to be more of also a collaboration. I'll talk more about it. I'll talk more about it right now. Why not? What better time than to, to bring it up? First of all, hope you guys are all doing well. This is a Thursday night, and I have shit going on. Just kind of brainstorming things. Sitting around watching Swamp Thing. I just picked this up not too long ago. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I heard it's really good. I'm like 4 episodes in. I don't love it. I wouldn't say it's really good, but it's pretty cool. It's got Derek Mears plays the monster. If you don't know Derek Mears, he played Jason Voorhees in that Friday the 13th remake from like 2009 or whatever. I thought he did a really good job. His Jason was cool. He's a cool guy. Yeah, he's great for this character. So anyways, what this series is going to entail is it's going to be... So I pick up a lot of DVDs for really cheap. We have stores that sell them around here for like $1 to like $3. So I scoop them all the time. What I've been doing lately, just because, is I'll see a movie that I love, I already own it, I'll buy it anyways, and I usually just send it to a friend because I'm like, this movie rules, someone needs to own this, it can't just be sitting here collecting dust. So to make that even cooler, to make like a video idea out of that is, not only am I going to send a DVD to somebody, I'm going to send it to them. They're going to watch it. Hopefully one that they have never seen, but definitely one that they don't own. If they've seen it before, that's fine too. They'll watch it, I'll watch it, and then we will do a video together, either a live stream or just record a video. We'll do like a joint review, kind of a collaboration thing. We'll talk about, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, and it's cool seeing, everyone's got varying opinions, so I think it's cool seeing like a dichotomy. One person, it's cool seeing, two points of view on the same movie. Sometimes they're total opposites. So I'm going to start doing that soon here, probably within the next 2 weeks, I would say. You can probably expect the first one of that. But I absolutely love the idea, not to pat myself on the back, but I'm really excited to start that. That is, out of all the series that I do, I don't do that many, but that's the one that is just sounding the best to me right now. And I'm also going to be doing more, I just want to do more collab stuff in general. I have reasons for it, but it's mostly just because I want to, find a way to hang out with some of you guys or to get to know you better. My offer still stands. If you have a channel, or even if you don't have a channel, let me know if you want to do a collaboration on something, reviewing a movie or doing a discography ranking of a band that we like. Totally up for that. I did it with Scott Wilcox. He doesn't have a channel. He's just been watching my channel forever, and that was awesome. He's going to collab with me on more stuff in the future, and I'm super stoked for that. So I have a bunch of movies I've scooped up, I think I got all of these for $1 a piece. I was going to do all of them in one video, but I didn't realize how many I had. I think I have almost 20, so that's way too fucking many. People already don't watch this series too much. I don't want to make a 35-minute video, when it's, the last 30 minutes are kind of going to waste, so I'm breaking up it into 2. So we're just going to do 10 movies today. This one right here. Now, there are no order, by the way. Different genres, mostly horror, if you know my movie tastes. I had never heard of this, oddly enough. You might be shocked by that. I like Paul Giamatti. I think he's really good, so I picked up American Splendor. Obviously not a horror movie at all. This was originally a comic book. I'm a big comic guy, but I didn't know about the comic book either, so there's a lot of shit I don't know, apparently. So originally a comic book directed by Sherry Springer Berman, who has quite a few indie movies under her belt, and also known for super popular series Shameless. Watched that a couple times. I thought it was okay. Struck superstardom with that show, I would say. It was really popular. Also co-directed by Robert Pulcini, who seems to almost work with Berman exclusively. If you look them up on IMDb, I think they have only directed movies together, so they're like a director team. I think that's really cool, and it clearly works. Clearly they worked well together because they got a bunch of movies that they've collaborated on. So, yeah, American Splendor. Next we have from 2014, we got the Rosemarys Baby series. Now, I'm sure this probably sucks, but, I might like it. I'm a big fan of the movie. I was a late comer to the movie. I only watched it, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. Just fell in love with it the first watching. So, like I said, this is a TV series. I remember it airing. I didn't bother to even check it out. Directed by I'm going to try to pronounce this, Agnieszka Holland, known for directing a number of indie movies as well as some TV series such as House of Cards, which was wildly popular. So, I mean, I'm excited to watch this, but I have no expectations. Next, from 2019, another Shudder original, we have Yummy. This is I believe it's a Belgian movie, directed by Lars Damoiseau. We'll try that. Who's done a large number of shorts, actually. I looked at his discography. I didn't see any other full-length movie, so I think this is his feature-length debut. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard some pretty good things about this. It's a zombie movie, clearly. Kind of a unique storyline, I guess. There's the outbreak happens in a plastic surgery unit. So I guess there's like zombies running around with like giant fake tits and stuff. So 2019, Yummy. Heard pretty decent things. What do you guys think? Then we got from 1960 and 1962. This is a 2-for-1, one of those movies. I think it's one of those like public domain DVD releases. Just going by the cover, holy shit, they put no effort into this one. It was 2000 when this DVD was made, but we got Carnival of Souls and Horror Hotel. I've wanted to see Carnival of Souls for years, so finally I'm glad to have the chance to watch it. I did have a chance before. It's a 60-year-old movie. So Carnival of Souls came out in 1962. Horror Hotel came out in 1960. Looks like that one's got the mighty Christopher Lee, which is always cool to see. I've heard of Horror Hotel, but Carnival of Souls is the one that I hear talked more about if you're going to compare these two. God, but look how pixelated that cover is. I think I paid $3 for this. Maybe $2, something like that. Dollar per movie, I guess that averages out. Also from 2019, we got Critters Attack, the most recent installment in the Critters franchise. Now, I really like the first Critters movie, and I was a latecomer to that as well. I think I only watched it a year ago or so. Thought it was a blast. I've heard the second one is decent as well, and I've heard all the rest are pure garbage. In fact, I've heard this one's one of the worst. But I paid $1 for it, and I mean, it's got a cool cover. If if the critters look like that in the movie, I guess it could be fun. But I mean, I'm sure they're CGI. I didn't think about that until just now. Yeah, if the critters are CGI little blobs running around, I'm gonna hate this. But I don't know. Let me know, guys. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to watching it, so just ruin it for me if you want. From 2012, we have Sinister, formerly owned by Roy, clearly. So Sinister I have seen. It's been a while, but I've seen it. I've been wanting to rewatch it, so I'm glad to have that chance now. So Sinister, directed by Scott Derrickson, who's been getting pretty famous for... he was fairly not super well known when this came out, but he's went on to direct the first Doctor Strange movie. He directed that movie from this year, The Black Phone, which was kind of a hit. So I think you're going to see more and more of Scott Derrickson. What else did he do? I think he also directed The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yeah, and that's actually one of my favorite horror movies. Very underrated. Oh yeah, and he also directed Hellraiser Inferno, which is one of the Hellraiser movies that people defend, and I've never really been able to do it. I've seen it once or twice. I own it. It's watchable. I think people try to give it more credit than it really deserves. And from 1985, another movie I've wanted to pick up for a long time. I do believe I saw this when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure, because I do have memories of it, like vague memories. But 1985's Enemy Mine. Let's just take a minute and appreciate this really cool cover. This is a cool ass cover for 85. I just think it's great. Maybe it's nothing super creative or anything special, or I think it's awesome, the dichotomy of colors. But anyways, Enemy Mine, directed by Wolfgang Peterson, who started directing in the 60s. And he went on to direct some blockbusters like Das Boot, Air Force One, and Troy, oddly enough. So as you saw on the cover, stars Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. This is a sci-fi movie, not horror at all, just very much sci-fi, and yeah, I'm stoked to either rewatch this or watch it for the first time. Whatever it is. From 2013, we have Elysium, directed by what's his name, the guy that directed fucking District 9, Neil Blomkamp. So Elysium is either, let's see, this is Neil Blomkamp's second movie. So this followed District 9. I haven't seen this. I love District 9, but I've been watching Blomkamp's movies, what he's done since then. Like I saw Chappie in the theater, his third movie. I really didn't like Chappie. I bought that movie that he did either this year or last year. I can't remember what that was called. I showed it on this channel. I thought that was pretty bad, really almost pointless, like a movie that didn't even need to exist. I think Blomkamp's got a lot of potential, and he used a lot of that potential on District 9, but I feel like he's almost like a M. Night Shyamalan, to where he peaked with his first movie and everything else is just a disappointment. I've heard this is alright, but that depends on who you ask. I'm excited to watch it just because I think there's a chance that I'll like it, but I'll check back in after I watch after I actually see it. Also from 2013, we got Europa Reports. I did watch this back on Netflix, I think, when it was new. I don't think I was super paying attention because I was kind of, I was in a horror-only mood for like 10 straight years. I wasn't really wanting to watch any sci-fi stuff, so I think I let this just kind of blur past me. I remember some bits and pieces. I remember it looking really nice, because I believe this is a fairly low-budget movie. So it seems to be like one of those movies that they have done a lot with a specific budget. And I've also heard that this movie's kind of famous for being really scientifically accurate. Now, I'm not a scientist. I doubt you are either, but if you know something, if you can chime in on that, let me know. I've heard a lot of people say that. I've read it many times. Is that true? I don't know, but that seems to be the general consensus. Is this is a very scientifically accurate movie, where most sci-fi movies obviously aren't. Most of them aren't trying to be. But it's cool to see something break that mold, I guess. Directed by Sebastian Cordero, who I am not familiar with. So anyways, that's all I got for now, guys. 10 movies. I've been feeling particularly inspired lately, I guess you could say. That and my kind of lack of having a social life. I've been enjoying pumping out, 2-3 videos a week. And, I'm finally embracing, instead of ignoring the ideas that I have, which is what I did for like the first 4 years. I'd have a really good idea, but I'd be too lazy to capitalize on it. So I would just kind of let it slip by me. Someone else would do it. And then once I see someone else do a video that was an idea of mine, I just don't want to do it again after that. So I'm feeling particularly inspired to actually, tackle these ideas that I have and not let them just waste away. I think some of them are decent. Anyways, guys, let's talk about these movies. Have you seen any of them? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know. We will talk soon. Cheers.